Um, so guys, I'm excited to show you some games. It's two games. I've crossed 1500, but I'm finding it very difficult to be very excited about it. And let me explain. So I'm going to show you two very odd games. So this one I'm 1490, and I'm playing what I usually play, the Jobava, when I play as white. And as you can see, as the game is going on, so far nothing odd has happened. He's played some, he's got the fianchetto bishop. I always struggle with the fianchetto bishop as to which one's the most accurate move. As you can see there, he plays it on move 6. So I continue. I'm just trying to prod and make weaknesses, because that's how I feel is the best option for me in this regard. So he brings his knight. I offer a trade. At least allows me to pin the knight to the bishop, and I'm quite happy with that. So he castles. I'm moving along. I'm bringing my queen out now because I'm thinking possibly maybe long castle. She was from my home square. No, she wasn't. I already moved her up. But there's no future there for my light square bishop. So we continue, and I like this position because his light square bishop is bad. As you can see, it's looking in the back of 3 pawns, and it's going to take him a while before he can get that to be any good. And we're moving forward, so I'm trying to exchange the knight. So he doesn't take, which was kind of a bummer, but anyway, he took, and that just cements how bad his white light square bishop is. So we're moving forward. I bring my rook out. I decided to short castle because I didn't feel like, with all the open spaces on my queen side, putting my king there wouldn't have been the wisest position. So I figured where most of my pieces are, let's fight there because, it's more protected. That's my thinking process, my thought process. So it does this, which is quite annoying. So I figured, let's just trade pieces. Let's make it simpler because, simpler chess, when I feel I'm in a better position, let's go for it. So it's going to be like a big exchange here. So he opts not to go for the dark square bishop trade, which makes sense. You fianchetto your bishop to protect your king. You don't want to lose that fianchetted bishop. So makes sense. So I bring back, stay on that diagonal, and in this move, I just saw a free pawn, so I took. And for some reason in this position, my opponent resigned. Thank you. I got elo, but it felt like the position had so much at stake going for it at this point, and my opponent just decided, no, I've had enough, and bang, they just resigned. What was my next move after this? Because I figured they'll bring the king to h8, and possibly, what would I do then? Because my pawn's hanging, so I've got things to protect. I could probably take another pawn at the end there. Maybe they didn't like that position, but yeah, it felt like it was very premature. But anyway, let me show you the next game. In game 2, this one is after I'd crossed 1500, because then we'll talk about it then. Let's go to game 2. Okay, so now you join me for the longest game of my career. So let's not waste time. Let's get into it. So I'm playing the Jobava. I'm playing a 1575 and I'm 1505. So I've crossed the 1500 mark. And I am essentially 12 points away from my highest ever rating. So let's go. So already here I'm winging it. I've made too many, my knight can't come out because of his pawn. So I'm just trying to clear the path to see what's the best option for me. So he had early queen attacks. I took a free pawn, he took a pawn, and I was actually quite annoyed that I didn't see this though. He didn't take a pawn, he took my free piece. Yeah, so it was actually quite annoying, and I was thinking it's gonna be a very short game because I'm playing poorly against a 1575. It's annoying, whenever you play someone higher rated and you're thinking, this is gonna be the issue. So check, I'd hoped his queen stayed, but we don't play hope chess. we play chess. So the queen was hanging. So what did I do? I took that, okay, because you had to take with the queen. I took with check. My thinking process was, let's not let the king castle. So if I could prevent that, that's what I'm gonna do. So here I've got 4 pawns, 4 connected. I could probably one passer, yes. In this instance, he's got 2 passers and 4 pawns, but they're separated, got 2 pawn islands. So I figured I'm just gonna check him for weaknesses. I'm just checking everything I can. And whenever I'm moving away from outside a check, my king's got somewhere to go. So my king's safe, he's got no more checks, and I go back to my pawn grabbing ways. At this point it's move 37, and I have technically, I don't know if it's 50-50 at this point, but I'm sorry I can't show the eval bar on the tablet. I'll figure out how to do that next time, maybe by looking at it in the game review. So I check, and like I mentioned, my king has somewhere to go and my pawns are protected, but I don't know why I didn't take the one at the end there. But anyway, I'm still offering it up, like I'm not thinking about it. By this point it's checkmate if I'm not careful, because if he gives that check, my king's got nowhere to go. Or it's got a place, but I didn't want to be forced to go where I didn't want to go. So I check him into a position that makes it difficult for him to do exactly that, and I go ahead to protect my piece, hoping he makes a blunder with the rook, but he's ensuring it's always protected. So yeah, I'm just moving around, we're shuffling, and here was a queen trade. I figured I can attack the rook with connected pass pawns and a king. I'm very happy with that. So I did make an error here, miscalculated. I think what I should have done is move the king up first, but I decided to check, and the king can come down, and I lose a pawn there. But I'm thinking I can promote, so there's nothing he can do. And let me think, why did I promote here immediately? Oh yes, the reason why I didn't do it is if I promoted, he would bring check with d1 and I would have lost the queen. So yeah, and we go again. He played very well defensively. We're already at move 80, long game. So bear in mind, I'm also tired, and even this commentary of it, I made an error here. I don't know why you didn't go for the pawn. You'd have gone for the pawn and then try to get my queen. But I was happy with this, and I put myself in a position to promote again, but I'm in time trouble. I've got 12 seconds, he's got 14, and the best I can do, as I'm working it out, trying to see, okay, what do I do here? And I ran out of time. And at this point, chess.com decided, look, this is a draw. Go for it. So yes, I'm back to the 1500s. Am I terrified? Yes. Is this where I stumbled before? Yes. I got to 1517 and I tumbled all the way down to 1300s. So I've worked my way back up. I still haven't played a competitive match yet since this draw here with a 1575. So I'm probably gonna play tomorrow or tonight. I'll see how I feel, and hopefully you're here for the journey, and let's go and let's get it. Thank you all, and we will see you in the next one.